Hey, I just want to take a moment to remind y'all that tonight is my bi-weekly podcast, Shooting Left of Center. It is at 7 p.m. on the West Coast, 10 p.m. on the East Coast, and different times in between, depending on where you are. So I just wanted to tell everyone, come join us tonight for the live chat. I'll be joined by gun websites and Never Enough Ammo. And if you have any topics you want to see us discuss or questions you want to see us answer, please email them to me at shootingleftofcenter@gmail.com. Until then, we'll see you live tonight, 7 p.m. on the West Coast, 10 p.m. on the East Coast for the Shooting Left of Center podcast. And that was an awkward pause right there so that I can cut that part off and put it on Instagram. Now I wanted to do the second part of this video, and I wanted to talk to my Patreon subscribers, or my Patreon supporters, I should call them. I have been posting videos on Patreon just for you guys, but no one's watching them. I post them on YouTube, make them, I guess, private or whatever over there, and then I post them on Patreon to where just supporters can see them. And like I said, no one's watching them. I've been getting like a dozen or two views. So I mentioned it during my live chat on Sunday, and a lot of people sent me emails saying they never get notifications that those videos are available in their inbox on YouTube. Well, you will not get a notification on YouTube because it is unlisted or private or something on YouTube. Where you'll get notification is probably through your email if you have email alerts turned on from Patreon. If you don't, just go to my Patreon page, and there's a link in my Patreon page up here, and I think from there you can get to posts. Just go over there, and wait a second, what side did I point to? Yeah, I pointed to the right side, I think. Is that the right side? So there's a link up there, it's in one side or the other. That is a link to my Patreon. Go there, go to my post, just where it shows what I've posted. If you are a patron, if you're someone that actually supports me on Patreon, you'll be able to see these videos. And I'd like y'all to start watching them because I'm going to trouble making them for you. So, and for those of you that aren't Patreon members, don't worry, you're not missing out on much. They're usually just like cell phone camera videos that I make of things I'm thinking of buying or things I'm working on, etc. So you're not missing a whole lot, but it is a little something that I wanted to do for my Patreon viewers, and if I'm doing it, I'd like them to watch it. So like I said, you will not get alerts on YouTube. You won't even know they exist on YouTube until you go to Patreon, or if you have Patreon alerts turned on and they send you an email. So if you haven't watched any of the last videos, there's like 3 or 4 on there right now that are fairly recent. Go on over to Patreon, watch them. I'm hoping to see the numbers go up on those videos a little bit, people viewing it. Right now, like I say, there's like a dozen or so views on each one. So go on over there if you're a Patreon supporter and check out the videos. I'm going to the trouble of making them, so you might as well watch them. Oh, excuse me. Drinking Mountain Dew.